Hey everyone, welcome back to iHeartSports. In this video, I'm going to go over 5 of the contenders for the National League Cy Young Award, which is given out to the best pitcher in the National League. Sure, I'm going to go through 5 of them. Maybe number 5 is a long shot, but at the very least, I want to give him a little bit of credit. I'm not going to go too much more into that, so let's get started with number 5. Number 5, Adam Wainwright. Adam has had an amazing season. It's pretty clear that he probably won't win the Cy Young, sure. But this 39-year-old is having a season that I don't think anybody thought that he would. 3.27 ERA, 1.06 WHIP, giving up an average of 2.20 to his opponents, 11-6 on the season. And if the St. Louis Cardinals somehow find a way to make it into the playoffs, Adam is going to be a big part of that. What stood out for me with Adam Wainwright was 3 complete games that he pitched, leading the National League. 148 innings pitched, second right now in the National League for a team that has been struggling to find a consistent starting pitcher. They found it in Adam Wainwright, who, like I said, at the beginning of the season, no one really thought he would be even in this conversation, let alone having this kind of season. At 39 years old, I had to tip my cap to Adam Wainwright and give him number 5. Number 4, Kevin Gausman. Kevin started this season off immaculate. He was striking people out. He was going deep into ball games. Since the All-Star break, he has had a little bit of a struggle, which made me knock him down to number 4. 11-5, 2.29 ERA. He is still yet to go a complete game on the season, but given where the Giants sit in the standings, and Kevin probably being the best pitcher on this team, you had to give him a lot of credit. 0.97 WHIP. His batting average against him is 182. His, like I said, first half amazing, coming down a little bit from that. If he can go back to his top form and pick up a ton of wins and really be a big part of what the Giants did in winning this division, I could see Kevin making a good run at the Cy Young this season. Number 3, Corbin Burnes. Corbin Burnes is part of a rotation with the Milwaukee Brewers that is being amazing. I wanted to leave this list to have one player from each team, but you got to give a lot of credit to Brandon Woodruff and Freddie Peralta, who are also both having big seasons. Burnes at the time of this video is 7-4, 2.23 ERA, and pitching 121 innings. He's still yet to go a complete game, but his 93 WHIP and 203 batting average against is very much tops. He's only given up 5 home runs on the season, which was a pretty impressive mark. Don't forget, one of those was coming from the All-Star game. Not part of that, of course. He's the 3rd pitcher in Major League history and the 2nd one this season to strike out 10 batters in a row. He also started this season off in record fashion, establishing a Major League mark by striking out 58 hitters to begin the year before he issued his first walk. Got to give Corbin Burnes a lot of credit. A lot of the other rotation in this Milwaukee Brewers, a lot of credit. Will not surprise me if one of those other guys does take the Cy Young, but also Burnes right now is top of my list for the Brewers pitchers. Number 2, Zack Wheeler. Wheeler has had a great season with Philadelphia. He's come back down to earth a little bit, but he's still leading the entire MLB in wins over replacement, which for a pitcher is a huge, huge feat, and I think that gives him a pretty big leg up in the Cy Young race. 10-6 on the season, 2.42 ERA, and 156 innings pitched. 3 complete games. Overall, he's matched Wainwright in complete games. Top in innings pitched. This guy has just been a big part of what's kept Philadelphia in this race for playoffs. Without him, they'd probably have been far out of it a long time ago. He also leads the MLB in strikeouts, so innings pitched, strikeouts, and WAR. This guy has it all right now, and with Philadelphia fighting for that last playoff spot, I would say if they squeeze in and he's pretty much the big part of that, now that they have a rotation behind him to help him boost those wins, because he obviously has lost out on a couple of those along the way with the bullpen, then Zack Wheeler could very well become a favorite for the Cy Young. Number 1, Walker Buehler. Walker has had another great season himself. Sure, I just gave a lot of credit to Zach Wheeler, but for me right now, the leading front runner is going to be Walker Buehler. 12-2, 2.13 ERA, 147 innings pitched. One downside for him, he hasn't got a complete game yet, so that does kind of hold against him when it comes to this kind of battle for me, but he always has the guys behind him, and he always goes deep into ball games with lots of quality starts. .93 whip and a 191 batting average against him over 23 games. I think Walker Buehler on this team has showcased that he is the top pitching in the LA Dodgers. The Dodgers being a top World Series contender with the top pitcher, that's always to me a big sign of a player that is possibly going to win the Cy Young. I expect him to continue being consistent. I think that's what has him going the most, is that Walker Buehler has been consistent this entire season. And a big part of what's kept the Dodgers alive while they've had struggles with the rest of the rotation. Urias does step up from time to time, but losing Bauer and all that stuff, he's been the anchor in this rotation. Thank you, everyone. That was just a quick summary of what I think is going to be the Cy Young race in the National League. And my prediction, number 1, Walker Buehler is going to be taking this one home by the end of the season. That is who I think. Zach Wheeler, going to be a close second. Very well could take as well, but we cannot also discount the Giants and the Brewers, who both have a boatload of rotational talent. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Adam Wainwright. He's having a killer season for a 39-year-old competing with all these young guys and stars in the up and coming. Wainwright is proving that this guy is going to go down as a Hall of Famer. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you guys for the next video when I break down the American League Cy Young race. Thanks for watching.